good. Ball's tipped out. They go for the rebound, and it is out of bounds to the Prospectors.
A good crowd on hand to see this ball game, and they're seeing some real intensity in this one. The balcony is almost filled.
And of course, this has been the site of some great basketball games on down through the years. Max Gym, named after longtime Fordson coach John McIntyre. John was a player on the championship team in 1953, which won the state championship in Michigan. And of course, he went on to become a longtime coach of the Tractors. There's a shot from the outside, no good. A foul is going to be called over the back on number 24, and that's Dwayne Martin.
And we can't forget that Fordson has earned its place in the history of Michigan high school basketball. Pontiac Central has won the most regional titles with 25, but they're followed very closely by Muskegon Heights with 21, River Rouge with 21, and Dearborn Fordson with 20. So the Tractors, a great tradition going way back.
Way back indeed. Kevin Krieger with the ball. Pioneers with a 6-point lead. 5:20 on the clock here in the second quarter. Krieger gives it off to Kachaturoff. Harris. Inside they go, and the reaching in foul is going to be called on number 22, and that's James Golder.
Golder was trying to put a little pressure on Berry, but put a little too much pressure and a little too much body on Berry, and was called for the foul.
And that is going to be 1-1, I believe. And now the official checks it for the score and says,
"You're absolutely right, John. He checked with you."
And I waved 1-1 to him, and he nodded. So Dearborn High now is in a 1-1 situation with 5 minutes to go in the half. And the Pioneers have only committed 3 fouls, so the Prospectors have a long way to go before they get to that point. But free throw shooting has been the Pioneers' bane for part of the season. Tom Berry with no problem that time. And he gets a nice bounce, and it's a 19-11 Dearborn High lead now over the Prospectors. Ball knocked away very nicely, drives the basket, goes up and in. Jason Wilmuth stole the ball, took it all the way, put it in. 21-11 Pioneers by 10, their biggest lead of the ball game. And now it's the Prospectors who are going to have to battle back here against this very tough Dearborn defense. Ball on the floor, picked up. Prospectors moving it around the perimeter, looking for the inside shot. Drive down, running 5-footer, no good. Ball on the floor, picked up by Dearborn High, and it's going to be Kevin Krieger now over the timeline. Harris, lob pass inside. Tom Berry with the ball. He'll take it to the hole, passes it off. It goes off the hands of Adam Kachaturoff and out of bounds.
Berry got a little too fancy in there for his teammate Adam Kachaturoff. Kachaturoff was not expecting the pass, but it was a good move by Berry. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not criticizing.
Prospectors now facing the pressure, and there's a foul that's committed by number 12, William Foster, and that was a frustration foul. He just reached in and pushed him.
No question about it, and I can see that the Prospectors are getting frustrated on a lot of different levels. The coaches are frustrated. The players, front court and back court, are frustrated. They can't handle the ball. They can't get the ball inside on this very, very tough zone defense that's been thrown up by the Pioneers. They just can't get inside to get the easy shot.
Adam Kachaturoff at the free throw line, looking at a 1-and-1 chance for Dearborn High to pad its lead. Shot won't go, but it's rebounded by Tom Berry very alertly. Tom played a great ball game. He's got 8 points. Quite a few rebounds early on. There's a pass inside, and another foul is called against number 22, James Golder.
Manny Harris back into the ball game.
Foul was called on the Prospectors. Number 22, James Golder, his 3rd foul. Checking back into Southwestern lineup, number 40, Robert Plant.
Don't do what he just did. You get beat. Straight up.
Going to the line for the Pioneers, number 54, Tom Berry.
Berry at the line with a 1-and-1.
shot won't fall, and it's rebounded by the Prospectors, and back down they come 3-on-3. Ball knocked away, and it goes off the hands of Manny Harris and out of bounds, so the Prospectors will retain possession.
Prospectors cannot do anything right against this tough defense that's been thrown up by Barry and his Pioneers.
There's the steal by Harris. He's double teamed and he dribbles out of it. Catch a turn off. Barry along the baseline. Spin move. Tom puts it up and hits it. 10 points for Tom Barry. 12-point Dearborn lead. 23-11. Pass inside. Stolen by Barry, and they give it to Krieger, and Kevin's going to slow it down a little. There's a ball that's kicked by number 21, Rory Gamble, and the Pioneers will inbound it with 3.5 minutes to go. And we've got a timeout.
We've got a timeout with a score 23-11 in favor of the Pioneers of Dearborn with 3 minutes and 36 seconds left to play. And I can tell you that the Pioneers have not played this kind of defense in a long time. They are just hawking the ball and making it virtually impossible for the Prospectors to do anything with the basketball close to the basket. As a matter of fact, they can't do much with the basketball outside the three-point range either. So you got to give a lot of credit to Gene and the defense thrown up by the Pioneers.
Dearborn High has had a great season. They went 12-0 undefeated in the white division of the Michigan Mega Conference, winning that initial title. 16-4 record overall. And there is John Thostison, former St. Alphonsus head coach, and of late the Fortson head coach. Next to him on his right, our left, Jeff Del Judas, who has been an assistant with the girls program here at Fortson for a long time. His dad ran the program and has since moved out to Willow Run. Dearborn High. And it's a jump ball. It's going to go back to Dearborn High, and everything is going the Pioneers' way so far. It's been a very frustrating half of basketball for the Prospectors.
It really has. I know they're thinking, hey, wait a minute, we're in the PSL. This can't be happening to us.
Barry, lob pass inside. Krieger wants to take it to the hole. He does. That'll count. We're looking at a possibility of a three-point play.
Kevin Krieger.
Foul was called on the Prospectors, number 41, Leon Golston, his first foul. Basket was good by the Pioneers, number 34, Kevin Krieger.
That makes it a 25-11 ball game. And the Pioneers are really building a lead, and Larry Pierce is wondering what is going on here.
Kevin, just a sophomore, doing a great job running this offense, and he's got 3 points on the evening, and that makes it a 26-11 ball game with 3 minutes to go here in the first half. And there's a pass that is thrown away, and there's another over and back call, and the problems continue for Detroit Southwestern.
Number 3, Derek Smith.
Dearborn High really putting on a clinic here tonight. 15-point lead for the Pioneers, and they're looking for more as Krieger inbounds the ball to Tom Barry and then gets it back again. There's the double team, and the pass inside, and nobody's there. Jason Wilmoth anticipated somebody breaking along the baseline, and that's one of the few mistakes the Pioneers have made here in the first half.
It was a good idea, but it just didn't work. But the ball is stolen right back by Manny Harris.
Manny Harris with a steal, and that's got to be a half a dozen or so of those. And Tom Barry bags another basket. Tom Barry on fire here. He's got 12 points in the first half. Pioneers by 17. Southwestern still looking to put points on the board here in the quarter. And there's a dish off that is lost out of bounds, and Dearborn High is going to get it back again.
16 turnovers for the Prospectors of Southwestern.
Dearborn High inbounding the ball, looking for points 29 and 30 here in the second quarter. Krieger gives it off. Baseline move by Wilmoth, has his shot blocked. Prospectors will get it back now. And here they come down the floor. There's a shot from the outside, no good. Ball tipped up. Prospectors get it back again. The shot goes up, no good. Dearborn High's Tom Berry with the outlet pass to Harris Harris. And Manny Harris Harris is going to slow it down now. Game is with Tom Berry. Tom will try the baseline. Spin move, puts it up, no good. Tom fighting for the rebound, and I think they're going to call Tom for a foul.
That's okay. That was a great move, and he deserved everything. That was a nice move by Tom Berry, and he's made a number of them. And he probably is playing the basketball game of his life right here against the Prospectors of Detroit Southwestern. Has 12 points so far.
Tom Berry is going to take a seat with his second foul. Gene Snell opting not to risk him picking up the third here in the final 2:10 in the first half. Dearborn High has things well in hand. 28-11. Southwestern yet to crack the scoreboard here in the second quarter. And there's a blocking foul that's going to go against Jeff Collier. And it looked for all the world like number 34, Bakari Alexander, went sliding along the floor, was going to be called for a travel.
Looks like a travel to me. I know the floor is slippery, but that's not an excuse, is it, John?
I don't think so, Lee. There's a baseline move, drive to the basket, wild shot, goes up, no good. And it's Kevin Krieger who rips the rebound down. We're under 2 minutes now in the first half, and Krieger's going to slow it down. Working against Gamble.
Prospectors are showing real frustration.
Pass into the middle. Kachatourov puts off the shot, and he is fouled underneath by number 34, Alexander. Bakari Alexander picking up a foul. That's the first one on Bakari.
Alexander, of course, doesn't like the call, but going to the line. Number 24, Adam Kachatourov.
Adam with a big three-pointer back in the first quarter, helped get the Pioneers going. Knocks down the first one, and he'll get the second. Adam with 4 points in the contest. Second shot won't fall. Rebounded by the Prospectors. 29-11. Down the floor they come. Back out. Ball moves around the perimeter. There's a pass inside. Alexander wants it. Pass is finally picked up by number 21, Gamble. And he gets it back again. And he'll try the baseline. Pulls up. Takes the 10-footer. No good. Rebounded underneath by Alexander. And there's the first points of the quarter with only 1:10 to go. So the Prospectors go more than 7 minutes without scoring, and the Pioneers lead by 16. Long shot from the outside, no good. Prospectors with the rebound, and the outlet pass is knocked away by Dearborn High with 57 seconds left.
Substitution for the Pioneers, number 14, Mike Sykes.
I'm having a little trouble comprehending all of this, John. I keep thinking, no, wait a minute. Southwestern is PSL. But you got to give the Pioneers credit. The Prospectors have not beaten the Pioneers down the floor. That 2 points hit by Larry Pierce.
14, excuse me, Lee.
I'm sorry, that just gives them 4 points for the quarter. And there's only 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Dearborn High has played a masterful quarter here at both ends of the floor, completely shutting down the Prospectors' high-powered offense. And a timeout is called by Dearborn High's number 40, Jeff Collier, who knew he was in trouble and very wisely called timeout.
Did a very fine job, turned around, talked to the official, said I need a timeout, made the T with the sign of the T, and he got the timeout, saved possession of the basketball. With 21 seconds left to play, the Pioneers are leading the Prospectors by a score of 29-15. And I can imagine that the Southwestern coaching staff is talking to itself, besides talking to its players. I mean, they need to have a word with their players. As I mentioned, the Dearborn defense has been sensational. The Prospectors have not beaten the Pioneers down the floor to the basket in this entire first half of basketball. And when you consider the kind of the quality of basketball and the type of basketball that's played in the PSL, you got to give the Pioneers a lot of credit for cutting off that part of the Prospectors offense.
Yeah, they've really beaten the Prospectors at their own game, which is up-tempo, get down the floor quickly, create the turnovers. Dearborn High has come up with at least half a dozen turnovers in this ballgame, probably a few more. And they've been able to convert a lot of those into points. There's the double team again. Pioneers with the ball, 15 seconds left on the clock. Dearborn High will look for the last shot here. Kevin Krieger putting on a dribbling exposition. And now there's a pass inside, and missing the shot underneath is Collier with 3 seconds left. And that will not count, even if it goes in. It will not count, and referee Tom Ryan very quickly says no way. That was after the buzzer. So we have played one half of action here at Fordson High School, and our score in this semifinal round of the Class A district is Dearborn High 29 and Detroit Southwestern 15. Back with the second half after this.
Town Center, where everybody shops for something different.
It's VIP Sports for the best in-depth interviews. It's VIP Sports that'll bring you close to the biggest names in the game. It's VIP Sports with Barry, Cecil, Isaiah, Michael, Sparky, and all of the very important people in sports. It's VIP Sports, 30 minutes of inside information, so check it out.
Back at Fordson High School, where in the Class A district tournament, the Pioneers of Dearborn High School leading the Prospectors of Detroit Southwestern by a score of 29-15. And we brought a basketball expert in to talk to us, former St. Alphonsus and Fordson High School basketball coach John Thorstensen. And John, this is a surprise, the way the Pioneers are dominating the Prospectors, I would guess.
Well, Lee, I tell you, I don't think so. Dearborn High the last 3 or 4 years had great success in the districts, and these kids, they know how to win, and they're showing it on the floor. I mean, they're not intimidated at all. They're playing a great ball game. Gino's doing a great job coaching and shuffling his kids in and out, and I mean, they're just as quick as Southwestern. Their guards, and they're doing a great job.
They are. That really surprised me. Dearborn is as quick at every place on the floor as Southwestern.
His kids, they're so smart. Dearborn kids are playing. They're so confident too. I mean, you can see the level of confidence on the floor. I mean, if they don't win, they're going to really be disappointed. I mean, they think they're supposed to win. This is, they've done really well in the district. I'm a living testament of that. The last few years with the districts, they're doing a great job.
Well, you said it exactly. They are playing like they want to win and like they should win. There's no question about that. They're doing everything right. They're even beating Southwestern down the floor.
They had a great season. I mean, they played Wayne a couple times during the year. They played Monroe. So, it's not like they're not used to playing against quickness, and they've done a great job.
All right. Well, that's John Thorstensen's opinion of exactly what's happening here at Fordson High School. Once again, the score is Dearborn 29, Southwestern 15, and the high scorers in this one for the Prospectors of Southwestern. Alexander has 8, and Pierce has 5, and for the Pioneers of Dearborn, Tom Berry doing a great job inside, scoring 12 points so far for Gene's troops. And we're just about ready to get the second half underway. So, John Thorstensen, I want to thank you for appearing before our cameras here at halftime. And our good friend John Kerr will be back to do the play-by-play. And John Thostenson figured that the Pioneers of Dearborn just have the confidence that they can win this one.
Well, they do. They've been playing with confidence all year long. And, of course, the victory last year in the district playoffs, which were held at Dearborn High, certainly went a long way to that. A lot of the kids that are on the team this year were on the team last year, too. So they know they can beat this team. And confidence, as you know, Lee, goes a long way in high school sports.
They have the confidence and they have the quickness. There's no question about that. We'll be back with the start of the second half in just a moment.
Dearborn Federal Savings Bank, serving our community since 1936 with a full spectrum of financial services. With an honest interest in you, your family, your home, and your business, we at Dearborn Federal Savings Bank offer state-of-the-art financial services. And now, after 57 years of growth in our community, we bring you experience, expertise, trust, leadership, and friendship, plus 5 community locations to serve you. A smile and a handshake still matters at Dearborn Federal Savings Bank.
La Pinguina, an unusual name for an unusual deli. On Greenfield, just north of Michigan, La Pinguina features the finest deli sandwiches on bakery fresh bread and super party subs. La Pinguina's superior pasta dishes are made fresh every day. Delicious deli trays feature imported and domestic meats and cheeses. Get the best. La Pinguina, unusually delicious. Open weekdays from 8:30 to 4. La Pinguina, next to the Capri Bakery.
Lee Felicities and John Kerr back at Fordson High School, where the Pioneers of Dearborn lead the Prospectors of Detroit Southwestern 29-15 in this district Class A tournament basketball game. And we're just about ready to go with the second half of action. Tom Ryan has the basketball as you look at Larry Pierce and his coaching staff with his Prospectors trailing by 14 points. And we're ready to go, and here's John.
Dearborn High 2 quarters away from playing for the district championship now. They lead it by 14. There's a move to the basket. The shot goes up and down it falls. Rory Gamble making the first possession pay off. Prospectors good up court pressure. Harris will take it to the basket, and he drops it in. Dean Harris answers for Dearborn High, 31-17. Pioneers still by 14. There's the double team, and a jump ball is called, and the ball is going to be given to Dearborn High.
Jump ball. Possession arrow. Favor of the Pioneers.
So the Pioneers have a 14-point lead. They have the basketball, and they're looking to build on that now. Harris back to Krieger. Pass underneath. 5-foot shot by Berry. No good. Rebounded by the Prospectors. Long pass down the floor. Gamble will take it right to the hole. He misses the shot. Alexander misses the shot. It's rebounded underneath by Harris. Bodies all over the place under the basket lead. Kevin Krieger now with the ball. Has it knocked away. Ball's picked up. Here's a 4-on-1 break for the Prospectors. And the shot goes up and in. Offensive foul, and that one will not count.
Boy, the Prospectors just can't do anything properly.
And you could see that one coming.
Calling the Prospectors, number 20, Larry Pierce.
Number 20, Larry Pierce picking up the foul. 31-17, Dearborn High on top. Krieger, Harris, over to his brother. Manny now has it. Back to Krieger, back to Harris, down the baseline. Tom Berry making a move, kicking it back out. Collier, Harris, inside to Berry. Berry puts up the 5-footer, misses the shot. The ball is rebounded by the Prospectors. 3-on-2, now 3-on-3. The shot goes up and in.
Scored by number 12, William Foster.
Foster with his first points, 31-19. Dearborn High now over the timeline, down to Berry. Tom will make a baseline move, pulls up the 5-footer, no good. Krieger underneath, puts up the shot, and Kevin Krieger collects it.
Scored by number 34, Kevin Krieger.
Pace of this ball game picking up very quickly. Pioneers on the steal.
Significantly.
Outlet pass. Harris down at the other end with another basket.
Scored by number 10, Manny
Manny Harris this time, and Dearborn High's got the 16-point lead. 35-19. Prospectors with the ball. There's a baseline spin around by Alexander, and he shows you how it's done right there. Nice move, 10 points for Alexander.
That was a beautiful move. Inside, and he had the good touch.
And Kevin Krieger comes right back down the floor. Left-handed driving layup. 7 points for Kevin. And that's what's going to happen when the prospectors gamble and get a traveling call called against them.
Substitution into the prospector lineup.
37-21. The pace has picked up dramatically. Both teams beginning to score on a regular basis, but the intensity is still at 120%.
Prospectors want to run, and Pioneers happy to oblige them at this point. They lead by 16, 37-21. And now we've got some debris on the floor down at the far end of the gym, and that's Mark Shashini, the athletic director, picking it up. And they've made a public address announcement asking people not to throw things on the floor.
Refrain from throwing anything onto the court.
Krieger inbounds the ball to Harris. Dearborn High working the ball real well here. There's a long shot from the outside. Buried for 3 points by Dean Harris. 40-21. Pioneers by 19. Dearborn High trading punches here with Detroit Southwestern in the third quarter. Shot from the outside goes down. Three-pointer.
Number 20, Larry Pierce.
Larry Pierce with a three-pointer. And the steal on the errant pass. The Prospectors get it back, trailing by 17. 4:50 to go in the third quarter. Ball in the corner, picked up by Dearborn High's Tom Berry, and it is knocked out of bounds, and Dearborn High will retain possession.
Ball is knocked out of bounds. Pioneer ball. Substitution into the prospector lineup, number 21, Rory Gamble. Also into the prospector lineup, number 3, Derek Smith.
Some fresh legs into the ball game for the Prospectors. Harris has the ball knocked out of bounds.
Ball is knocked out of bounds.
Prospectors pulling out all the punches now as they apply the full court press. Pioneers lead by 17. And Prospectors inbound the ball. The move runners long shot from the outside, no good. They fight for the rebound. And it's Kevin Krieger who pulled it down, but the official says jump ball, and the Prospectors are going to get it back again.
Substitution into Southwestern lineup, number 22.